Hello, my name is Manuel, and I'm going to talk about the Cold War. First, I'm going to tell you why it was called cold. It was called cold because there was never an actual armed fight. They never used army or soldiers to fight with guns. The period of time that it lasted was from 1947 to 1991, right after the World War II. And the definition of Cold War was a long period of tension between democracies of the Western world and the communist countries of the Eastern Europe. In the West, we had United States, and in the Eastern Europe, we have the Soviet Union. Both they were the superpowers because they had all the power in the world at that time. The the thing was like they never declared war between them. Also, you need to know what is capitalism and socialism. The capitalism was an economic system based on three things: wage labor, that is working for a salary; private ownership, like factories; and production for exchange and profit. It was first proposed by old Assyrian merchants. Then we have the socialism, which is a production to satisfy human needs, direct control and management of the industries and social services by the workers. It was proposed in the French Revolution. And finally, we have important dates. We have in 1948 the Berlin Airlift, which could be called the first battle of the Cold War, when Western countries delivered food and supplies to the city of Berlin through air. Then we have in 1956 the Suez Crisis, which began with Egypt taking control of the Suez Canal, followed by a military attack from Israel. Also, we have in 1961 the Berlin Wall, that was built by communists of Eastern Berlin in 1961. The wall separated East Berlin and West Berlin to prevent people from fleeing east to Berlin. And in the same year, we have the Bay of Pigs. It was when the United States sent trained Cuban exiles to Cuba to try and overthrow Fidel Castro's government. They failed miserably, but it was in the Cold War. It was part of the Cold War because the United States was trying to prevent communism from taking hold in the Americas. And in 1962, we have the Cuban Missile Crisis. That was when the Soviet Union began to install nuclear missiles in Cuba. The United States refused to allow this, and after 13 tense days, the Soviet Union agreed to remove the missiles. And finally, we have the collapse of the Soviet Union, that was completed when the country broke up into 15 independent states on December 1991. It began in 1980 but ended in 1991, and this marked the end of the Cold War. Thank you.